Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson, and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
Diggs on the reception. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up third down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play, and a first down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's complete to Diggs. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's going to have the Pats' first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They pick it up on 4th and 2.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these go-to-have-it moments, and they come through.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, New England.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll give this to Stevenson, running right. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On second down, it's May. He finds Hollins on the ground. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So on fourth down, on comes the rookie, Andres Borregales, for the Patriots field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Pats are out to an early 3-0 lead. Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal from every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over. And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. They run on the jet sweep, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 37-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Darnold to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's now fourth down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's third down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down with them. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. A run here with Stevenson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 3rd and long, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Well, they couldn't start the game with 2 straight scoring drives. Much better job by the defense after some struggles on the opening drive. Coming out, forcing a stop, and now let's see if their offense can go out and even this up.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Darnold now on 1st and 10. The throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Jalen Hawkins there on the tackle.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. In motion is Barner. On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll go play action with Darnold. The throw on the run is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60. All even, 3 apiece, the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5 as we are ready to get back underway. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed, touchdown Seattle.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks take a 10-3 lead.
Seahawks 10, Patriots 3. Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. This time with Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
3rd and short. And here is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Patriots, 1st down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he won't get away. Good offensive tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's Hooper open right side. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. May to throw again. And deep for the back of the end zone. That one's knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Here's May again. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
On comes the punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. On 1st and 10, here's May. Has completed to Douglas.
Complete to number 3, Demario Douglas. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. To throw now, May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is May. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
May to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Here's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
May now on 1st and 10. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun is May. Ball in by the tight end, Henry. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That one taken in by Douglas. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Make us happy. Get these 3 points.
2nd down, they need 7. May to the air once more. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Throw again is May. He'll get this out quickly to his left.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Stevenson trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
What a first half of this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 29-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll step up and run, and he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold. Open, left side is Barnes. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
1st down, Seahawks.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Darnold to the air once more. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Really impressive way to close out this first half. I mean, you'd think about it, Mike. They come away with points. They leave virtually no time remaining for their opponent to possess the ball. And on top of that, they get the ball first coming out of the break, so they'll get a chance here to double up points if they can have a good opening possession of the second half.
3 points are huge.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway.
Take that kick. Get 3 points on the board.
Let's get this point.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Darnold. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
For the middle, it's Cup. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Shotgun run now with Walker. And Strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker, it is 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown, kind of feels like a letdown.
Darnold to throw. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Let's get this point.
Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
Patriots 6.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Begin with a zone read. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Madden. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And 3 yards to go.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
3rd and short, and here is Madden. He's got his big tight end, Henry. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He was taken down by Boye Mafe. The tackle made back at his own 49.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. On the carry, it's Stevenson. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. Quick one to Smith and Jigba. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. To throw is Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Seahawks.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball. And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
To throw again is Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Guys, you're embarrassing us. Do better than this.
Get this stop, defense.
operating from the shotgun. It's May. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Smith and jig the left side, he's got it. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the fourth from Santa Clara after this. May now on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
yards on the play.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's May. Left side, he's got Henry. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. That's on the 4th overall pick, Will Campbell. On 2nd down, it's May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Stevenson. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's May again. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
So keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
On 1st and 10, here's May. There's Pat Man again, another catch. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now, May. Trip pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Throw again is May. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Mario Douglas. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
May to throw again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Patriots first down.
Big hole to run through there on 3rd and 1. This offensive line, they completely dominated this defensive front, and it opens the door for a really nice pickup and an easy first down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Complete to Hunter Henry. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 10-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. May to the air once more. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Game on. Matt Collins. Touchdown, New England. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2.
To throw is May. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
It's an easy 3.
Un punto más, un punto más. Let's get this point.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. On the ground is Walker to start the drive. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Seahawks.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. That's complete. It's Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
Patriots 21-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Two minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to see this one wrap up. After this crowd into it now as we get to third down. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
The 6-yard line.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. And that'll do it. For the first time in more than a decade, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
On the podium, Commissioner Roger Goodell presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.